than the ones we encounter in the streets. We should hold them accountable, and then we should hold the politicians we go and vote for. If we're not voting for them, we need to get out there and vote for them. I only see one politician in this crowd. I only see one that was voted upon in this crowd. There are plenty of politicians out here, people that speak for the people, right? Listen, we need to cut this shit out. There has to be enough is what we've been saying all day. No, it's over with. That's it. We can't. But it's like, it's all mixed up. Everybody trying to be somebody that they ain't. You know what I mean? We got to look after the children just like we was looked out after as we was coming up in this world. But if we can't do it, God can. He'll fix it. Because you know what? When y'all leave here, nothing happens. And I'm not saying because of y'all. The city officials, they don't do shit. The mayor don't do shit. The police department, they like, don't do nothing. But let me tell you, I put up $500. I collected $300 already on my Cash App, because you know why? I don't need your money, honestly. I work every day, so the money ain't for me. All right? So I'm just saying, if we put up money and put our reward, somebody's gonna come tell you something. So we gotta get it together and stop acting like this is like a walk around the park for us. Somebody get killed, we're like, oh shit, somebody got killed. And we go about our daily business. We can't do it because this little boy deserves better. His family deserves better. His mother brought him and his brother to our program, our anti-bullying program, and she said, I brought him here because we need a safe place for our children. Now look what happened. He got killed just out here being a kid, having fun. We got to do better. We got to hold ourselves accountable. You know what? Just don't point fingers at and look out and say, well, that's a terrible kid. You're part of the problem.
Problem.
That is true.
And that's the problem we have right now. We got too many people pointing fingers at these children when they shouldn't be pointing fingers at them. They should be helping them.
That's right. That's right.
That part.
They should be helping them.
That part.
They shouldn't be out here talking about that kid ain't never going to be nothing. He's worthless. That kid takes it into his mind and he becomes that because of your action. I just got a text from the deputy.
They got so many things down there, downtown, for the wealthy and for the rich.
Yes.
And I always say, they got all them bars, they got everything down there. But do they have one chunky cheese that when you want to take your kids out and have a good time at a chunky cheese, for those who don't have it right?
Like this community, look around. Look the last time this building's been painted. Look the last time they had new windows. Look around. But go downtown, you see new sidewalks. You see new bus stops in certain areas. You see all the chaos in the communities, and the reason why we're looking at gentrification. We're looking at things already to change.
Taking that money for gentrification and upgrading.
You got these landlords. Right now who are just abandoning the buildings, and people are coming up behind them and getting these buildings, but they're gonna wait until that gentrification really hits because that money's gonna come to them.
Right.
Wake up and look at what's really going on.
See in a little while, these lights don't work. These lights don't work. The fact of the matter is, this is not the first murder on this block, and sadly, it might not be the fucking last. You know why? It ain't no cameras. It ain't no deterrence. This has been going on since the early 90s on this block, and the same fucking lights are out. So really, they are setting us up. They don't care. Gentrification, yes, is real, and we are redlined. Yes. Period. We're not expected to survive. We're not expected to even be smart enough Look at us.
Can I see a fist from everybody?
We are unified.
We need to hear from
We're not going to be silent no longer. We are burying, especially in Central though. If I see you, I'm going to fuck you up and I'm going to take you to your parents. And we got to get it back there. We got to get it back there.
Let's keep the whole focus
You know, and some of y'all parents, oh, don't say nothing to my kids. Well, you don't say nothing either.
Alright, somebody got him.
So let's go. So who the fuck gonna say something?
Right.
You see something, say
Yes.
something.
So I'm tired. So everybody needs to be held accountable. Yes, indeed. Everyone. But we also going to hold accountable that is an extreme systematic injustice going on in Troy, New York. And they don't care about our kids. They don't care about our neighborhoods. They don't care about our schools. They don't. These kids have been trapped in the house. COVID, no resources, nothing to do, not even a fucking pool.
That's right.
Fucking them up. So how can they trust them? How? So, we got a lot of fucking business to fucking take care of. And I'm tired of it. I am tired of it. This is my 5th one.
That's right.
This is my 5th. Every fucking 2 weeks, I am orchestrating a mural or a visual for a fucking kid. That's insane. Every 2 weeks to count it. Last week it was who? Rhonda's baby father. Now look, a same young man that walked with me and talked with me and got the same aspirations as me and said he wanted to be a change for his generation and he was completely against gun violence. Y'all just lost an ally today. He could have did great for the city of Troy. And the only thing you did is ignore him, but think about all the rest of the other hymns out here in this neighborhood that want to break out, that want to change, but they love Troy. This is our fucking home too. We just shouldn't have to move or fucking feel like we have to move out of our area to do better. No, do our neighborhood like you do downtown. Let's go. I want to see some lights when I'm walking down. I want to see it. I'm tired of walking in the motherfucking dark. I'm blind. Come on now. I call on the city to sit down with us and talk with us before it gets way out of your control. Because we're not dumb. We're young and we're black and we're educated. And I'm telling you, if you're not going to answer me, I'm going to start the paperwork, recall your ass. I'm going to recall.
The stop sign because they saw people outside. It's the older people that need to be an example for the fucking younger kids. How they doing shit and who they look up to. The people who's in their life, who they always around. So make sure you set an example for them. Because if they get fucked up in a situation to where they doing life and you gotta bury them, that falls on you. That's your subconscious that gotta eat that shit for life.
Hello. And if you was
fuck a jail.
outside on the
Your
street
mental
looking at
will
this
fuck you up for life.
I ain't gonna even get into it.
I'm tired of watching the violence in our streets. We lost a beautiful, amazing 11-year-old young man. This young man will never, ever graduate from college. He'll never graduate from high school. He won't have the opportunity to go to prom. He won't have his first girlfriend. He won't go to middle school. This is too much. And this is not just one young person. Last week in Albany, we had a 7-year-old girl shot. 7 years old.
And a 3-year-old before that.
And a 3-year-old before that. This is
Shame
too much.
You can't play outside because you never know what.
That's right.
Speaking, you could be outside chilling with your kids, not knowing nothing, and the op run up on the block and they spray a bullet. Ain't got a name. Your kids ain't even safe to play outside. That's sad.
That's right. And we need to start doing something. I go to school every day, and I work at a school. I'm a school counselor. And I work with our young people. I work with K through 4. And this week alone, I dealt with one family with 4 scholars. Their cousin was murdered in front of their apartment this past week. Kindergartner, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade. And I had to sit there and process with them what it's like to lose another family member because his father was shot a couple years before. The next day, I had to sit with one of my 8th grade babies who started to tell me about how he was playing with his friends as someone pulled a gun on him and his pops. 8 years old. We need to wake up and think about what this is doing not only to our communities, but our families, our children, our schools. Because let me tell you something, trauma is real. Trauma is real. I'm going to say it again because our communities and our families are being ripped apart. It doesn't have to be you who lost somebody. It's affecting every single person on this block. Every person who knew this young man, every teacher, every counselor, every person in the community is feeling broken today. And we're tired of being broken. We are tired of the tears. We should not have to come together once again because violence is taking over our streets. When's it gonna stop? So yeah, I'm gonna call on the city council. I'm gonna call on the mayor. I'm gonna call on our public officials. Where are you? Where are you? Stop worrying about giving people tickets for sleeping in the park and take care of our kids.
Because I saw a picture, I saw a post, and I realized that I met this young man. I spoke to this young man, and